First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Indianapolis Colts.
To kick off for Detroit.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Jacob Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. First-quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
Off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
23 yards on the play. Maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
You make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
And down inside the 10 at the 9. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
From the gun is Eason. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Come on, Paris Campbell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indiana.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, he sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Who got the best play? Somebody with a damn sniper rifle?
Here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he whips that one incomplete there. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Eason. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
17-yard line.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. The left side completion to Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again is Stafford. Able to get away. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead.
extra point.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Swift. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
3-yard line.
I fucking hate Newtown.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Stafford now to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5.
Whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
8,000 something.
They'll get him down right at the 25-yard line for the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Yeah.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Yeah, the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Ben Banagoo. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, it's caught out right, Amendola. They get 14 back, but it leads now
much yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Stanford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So
oh, wow.
Have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On second down, it's Taylor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Indianapolis.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Eason. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun, Eason. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll throw on first down with Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time for
it. It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Taylor. Inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Back to Taylor on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
second down. Here's Eason. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Colts 28, Lions 7. Rodrigo.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes.
2-minute warning. What the fuck? It's 41 seconds.
Last drive here, you get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here.
Damn.
Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun, here's Swift. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But
that should be crazy, Jason.
You up so much that you try
you go through there and get 5 kills in a row with a knife and don't get it.
You're relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's take over 1st and 10. at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Eason on 2nd down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason.
Oh, shit.
And he's going
Threw
to
that bitch to the wrong one.
time. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Play action. It's Eason. Being chased out left. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he returns this to the 22.
On return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start.
And it's a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Blankenship out for the point after.
Extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he'll be brought down down by the Colts. Ben Banagoo picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Duron Harmon. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. This is Swift on the counter, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. 30, 10, and he will bring it back and intercept interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49, Lions 14. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really
I just picked one on them. He ain't that good. A little cheesy, but
just found a hole in that zone.
hoping the cheese would have prevailed.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Mm.